Hello, here's this week's tip on rosary making. And this is the eye pen that we've been using. This is the silver eye pen that we used in class. And I think one of the biggest problems is knowing how much of the excess wire to cut off so that you can get a nice round loop. And of course it's going to depend on the size of your bead. If you're going to use the smaller bead, a 6mm bead, then you're going to have to cut off more than what you would for the 8mm bead. And actually the 8mm bead works perfectly with this silver eye pen where you don't have to cut anything off at all. So if you're using the 6mm bead, and the smaller bead I think makes it a little more feminine. It's really personal preference if you want to do a larger bead or a smaller bead. So you get your wire in your bead, and it's a little bit too much. It's kind of after a while you just eyeball it. You know how much to cut off, which is about that much. Now in class we used the guideline of the chain nose pliers, and we took the fattest part of the chain nose pliers and placed it up against the wire, and then we knew how much excess to cut off. So you can still do that, or you may end up cutting too much off because it's not going to be completely flush. So you still have a little bit left over, but it gives you something, a little guideline to go by. And then you do your 45-degree bend. Press it up against your finger firmly so that it can give you a nice stable piece to use. Get your round nose pliers underneath and get as close to the end as you can. And in one continuous motion, curl backwards towards the bead. If you not quite have enough room to go, then just loosen up a little bit, grab it again, and curl the remainder of the way. And there's your bead. I've got a little tiny gap, so it's easy to just stick it in there and pinch it, twist it, pull it till you get it to where you want it to be.